Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's get set. Back.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
On 1, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Brown. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ja'Marr Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. Derrick Henry inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Here we go, here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A carry here for Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Gun. Start.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That one intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, May. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Chase Brown. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Dad!
On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Here we go, here we go. Dad!
On the ground, it's Brown. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's get set. Dad!
Back to throw, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll work his way only to the 23.
On 1, ready?
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Dad!
Now, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Raiders with the early lead. Back here in Cincinnati after this.
Here we go.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Dot.
Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They bring a tight end in motion left. May now on 1st and 10. Now he'll run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll go play action with May. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And he's got another one. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Raiders. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6.
The score, Raiders 20, Bengals 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
They'll run here with Brown.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
Burrow now. Coming across the field, there's Chase. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Brown. He'll take this down to the 47. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle.
4 yards on pickup. 2nd and 6.
Get set.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
The hot.
Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will score. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Man in motion, heading left. May to throw on 2nd down. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 38 yards. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's May. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again is May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
May to throw again. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. May to the air once more. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Here's a run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Let's get a camera on this defensive coordinator, Mike. He's got to be fired up from what he sees from this defense. Huge stop there, no gain, forces a 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Big opening up the middle. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 84 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will up the lead to 5. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try again here, second and 10. Throwing now is May. That's caught left side by Bowers.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The Bengals take over first down at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Dad.
A first down throw for Burrow. He runs with it. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Dad.
On first and 10, Burrow. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. Will go down as an incompletion. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Dad.
Throwing is Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And
ready?
Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dad.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. In trouble, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down.
Wilkins is able to get home, and he was one of the Raiders' most noteworthy additions this offseason. Following an impressive 9-sack season last year in Miami, Vegas clearly knows that he is a difference maker along that defensive front, and plays like that are a big reason why.
So, halftime here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a second down. Throwing is May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Charlie Jones on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Gun, gun. Got. Got.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Got.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Good running inside the 25. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 13-yard line. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
What's your set?
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. Got.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Here we go. Twelve, 12. Got.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll come up to third and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Got.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's into the end zone yet again. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Going to go right back to Henry. And that'll be a gain of 2. and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
To throw on first down is May. Quick hitting slant there. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it on first down with Henry, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead.
And he will score again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Vegas. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here we go. Dot.
Now Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
On the line, right?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
On 2.
A couple of big plays, one after the other,
Here we go.
and now it's 1st and goal.
Stop.
Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal.
11. Stop.
Burrow to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's May. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. 1st down and more inside the 20. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Raiders. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders have cut the deficit to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past.
On one, ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
A carry here for Brown. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
They go play action for Burrow. The throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead, so really nice job. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
11, Thomas. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. Shot.
Now, Burrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ja'Marr Chase. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Here's May to throw it on 1st down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second and a yard. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Vegas.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. And now the Raiders faced with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
On one, ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
38-yard line. 1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3.
Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a pickup of 12. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Cut. Cut.
Brown has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Mike, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a loose football. One of the Raiders has got it.
Just a critical error here, Mike. At this stage in the game, you understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
Now a screen set up for Henry. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Third down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third and short. And here is May. He's got the first down and more than that. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw now, May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st down, Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, 1st rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
11 MT Tate.
That's good.
11.
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.